G'day everyone. Recently I've just been contacted by a company called Pergear, and they said would I be interested in looking at a light that they were selling, and I had a look at it. Usually I'll only ever sort of review things that I am interested in. Sometimes I've even got some cheaper products that are coming up too that I thought may be of interest to some viewers as well. But Pergear contacted me about reviewing this light that they're selling on Amazon, and I really like the look of it, so I thought I'd review it with you guys. So they did send the light to me, so I haven't paid for that, and I think I'm allowed to keep it. So I thought I'd take you through with what this looked like. So this is the light here. I think it's called the Iwata, and it's called the Genius Pro GP-01. And it looks like it's a really beautifully made product. I've just unboxed it. Now it's $149 on Amazon at the moment. So that's the price that it's sort of going at this stage, and I'll show you where you can link to it and stuff like that or get it. But it looks like a really nice unit. It's red, similar to my jumper actually, which I really like. I think there's two colors you can get it. I think there's a black one or a red one. I'm not sure, or whether there is just it might just come in the red. But it looks like it's a really beautiful product. So once I unbox this, it comes with a couple of standard attachments. If you look, I'll show you the website first, and then I'll show you the attachments in real life. So this is the unit itself, and it comes with this like an extension stick that I'll show you in a minute. This amazing looking handle, also a little holder as well that I'll show you too, that it's comes with as well, in case if you wanted to stick it down like a little tripod. So it comes with those three attachments that you can get as well. And I'll just, while I'm here, I'll show you that what it has. It's got 144 LED Bicolor Dimmable on-camera lights. So there's 144 lights that are on this. It's got a little OLED screen. Now it has a CRI of 97, so it's very accurate with the CRI for color accuracy. It also goes from 6000 to 6000K, so it really does give a massive adjustment in changing your color temperature, and it's 7500 lux from 0.3 meters as well. And it is an aluminium body, so this thing is made rock solid, and that really surprised me when I felt it and had a look at how it looked. And I'll show you some other things before I tell you about the other specs about the light. So this is the handle. Let me come back to me. This is the little handle that it comes with, and this is really pretty cool. I love it. So this is the handle that it comes with, and you can screw this onto 2 points, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. This is the extension handle that it comes with. So also you've got another attachment that you can attach something underneath there as well. So you've got something else. You could put that onto a light stand or something else if you wanted to go that way, which looks really good. Like I said, this one is just telescopic, so it will just come out like that or close down. This is just plastic though. And the other thing that it comes with is this little phone. Well, it looks like a phone holder actually, but you can stick your light into this as well, which I'll show you when we go through the light itself. This is also plastic though. But let's look at what comes in the package itself. So you get two little pouches that you get with the light, which is this little pouch here, which obviously has the light. This little one here comes with your little hot shoe that you can stick onto your light and then onto your camera. And I'll show this being used as well. This is all metal too, so this looks like it's really well made. I was surprised about that too. I thought that would have been plastic, but it's actually metal. The only thing plastic on it is the handle there, I think. The rest of it's metal. Nice little pouch. So it comes with this little handle that you've got here, which is nice. So you could just clip both on like this, and then obviously you could just take that around and clip it to your belt or your bag or whatever else you wanted to put it onto. So that's a really nice idea. So let's have a look at the main part of this, which is the light itself. Now it's really beautiful. So it comes like this, all packaged together, and I love the way the USB-C lead is red to match the light itself. It almost matches my jumper. Really quite long too, so nice quality lead that it comes with. And then the light itself is like this. And like I said, I was really surprised at how beautiful the finish is on this. Like, it's all aluminium. So it's certainly very, very well made. If you look back here, I'll show you a couple of the pics that you can see how this is made through here. You can see there that there's vents down the bottom there to get rid of the heat, because these things probably will get quite hot. It's incredibly bright. And you've got your different color temperatures that you can choose from over here as well. Your two controls there are in the red, which I'll go through in a minute with you, and it's got this nice OLED screen as well. So it seems like it's a really nicely made unit. Okay, so let me go through some of the settings with this, then the controls itself. The on-off switch is just here on the side there, and you'll notice when I turn that on and off that this beautiful OLED screen will light up. Now, there's also another button on the top, which is a turbo button, that if I press that, you'll look back here and you'll see that it becomes very, very bright. Now, that will last for around about 90 seconds. Now, the controls on the back, there's two of them that you can see here, and I'll bring it close so you can have a look at how this works. So the top one, you can see there it's 5% at the moment. And you'll notice too up the top there, it's saying at the moment that it's going to last for 11 hours with the battery on that, using that sort of amount of intensity. As I turn these up, they go up in 5% increments. And you'll see once it's 100%, it's right up there. Now again, if I want to press the turbo button, I can, and you'll see that that will brighten up even more if I want that sort of power in there as well. I'll turn this right back down so you can sort of see it again. The temperature control will run from the top here, which is very, very warm. So that's 2600, and it'll go up to 6000 if I go the opposite way. So you can see there's a lot of control there with color as well, but it looks like a great little LED or OLED screen that you've got here as well. It seems really, really nice. I'll just switch that off. There's two mounting points, so you've got one underneath here, and you've also got another one which is under there, which is really nice as well. I'm just looking at some of the specifications here. It's saying, so there is a color temperature range of 2600 Kelvin to 6000 Kelvin. It's got a CRI of 97. There is 144 of these little LEDs, and I'll show you that inside in a second. It's rated at 16 watts, and then if you want to go up for the turbo that I showed you, it goes up to 24 watts. The beam angle is 120 degrees, and the illuminance at a distance of 0.3 meters is 7,500. There's a built-in lithium battery, and that has a capacity of 4,700. Now, you can use the lead to charge up using, your battery charger. So if you want to go portable, you can, and you can charge the light up, and it will last longer if it's on that charge as well. You just have to use, obviously, the supplied lead. And it says battery life is 1 hour at 100%, and you've up to 17 hours at 5%, which is its lowest setting. The display is an OLED screen, and it's 160 millimeters by 88 millimeters by 16 millimeters, and the weight is 350 grams. And the bottom screw is 1/4 inch, and that's also a 1/4 inch there as well. But really, it's quite hefty. I mean, when you're feeling this, you can tell that it's quality made. It certainly is very, very well built. There's certainly no doubt about that at all. It's quite nice too here, because this filter can come off. So if you want to travel with that off, or you want a bit more power, a bit harsher light, you can leave that off. Like I said, there's 144 of these LEDs on there. But if you put that on, the idea here is at the moment you can see that the LEDs in there, but when you're using it, you pull that out, and it puts that gap in between there so that you can no longer see the LED light being used. It's much softer, but very, very powerful. I was surprised at how powerful this is. There is little heat sinks at the top here, so it will let the heat out if it starts to get too hot. But we can have a look at Susie and just see how this works. So let's have a look at her. I'll turn the camera around so it'll face onto Susie. All right, so let's have a look and just see what it does. So if I turn it on here, you'll see that that's on 5% at the moment, all right? And then I can obviously balance that color too. You can see how the color's changing. I mean, if I want to put much more power, that's 5%, so that's as low as it will go. If I want to obviously boost that up, I'm just trying to do it so it's not overexposing too much. And then you can just balance the color to suit. You can see how warm you can go or how cool you can actually go. So you've got an awful lot of control over this, and I think this is fantastic for product photography. It's really nice. And I really like that aspect of it. The controls are very, very nice to use. If at any time you wanted to go for the power, you can click that on, and you'll obviously get the boost as well, which will go for 90 seconds as well. So the attachments just screw in. Now you can obviously screw it in that way, or you could screw it into the bottom one. Depends on whether you want to go portrait or landscape. And then you can hold that, and that feels really nice, that handle. Like I said, you could put that onto a light stand as well, depending on what you wanted to do. So that's really nice. If you wanted to use the other attachments, well, you've got obviously this, it's like a little phone holder that you can attach it to, and then just use it as a stand if you wanted it to stand on its own. And that's how that will work. And then you've got the adapter, which will give you that extension if you wanted to go that way. I'll just screw that in and show you how that works. Which could be handy if you want to get over the top of something. I mean, I'm only quite short, so that could be handy if you wanted to say, bring it over the top of Susie, or, bring it from behind a little bit to come around that way from the behind there. So it could be quite handy. And then you've obviously got this, which is the cold shoe, or, a little head here that you can stick onto your camera. So if we look at that, this is probably what I would use quite a bit, because if I'm doing video, like if I'm doing receptions, things like that, in weddings, and this is where I'm starting to use continuous light so much, you could just then stick that onto your camera, tighten it down, and then you've got that, so it's built into your camera, so you can run that. Now, I've ordered a thing from Small Rig which will put 2 of these on. It's not released yet, but it will have one of these cold shoe mounts on this side, and on this side here you'll have another mount which you can put a microphone in. So it's a really good setup for running and gunning, and so this is probably something that I will use as well. But like I said, overall, really happy with how this feels. You can definitely tell that this is quality. You can definitely tell that it's made very well. Like I said, it's all aluminium, feels beautifully made. The attachments themselves, the handle is fantastic. That looks like it's a really nice little attachment for the top. The other 2 things are plastic, and yeah, they're okay, but I mean, they're not as good as what the other attachments that I showed you are. But the light itself and that little handle are absolutely stunning. So I will put the link down below, so if you did want to buy it through Amazon, you can. Now, it's not an affiliate link because it's actually through them, so it won't come back to me, I don't think. It's just a link that they've sent me. So apart from that, let me know if you have any questions about this or anything you'd like to know. Apart from that, I think it's a really nice product, and I really like the way it feels. And you can, like I said, you can tell when something is well made. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you all soon for the next video. Bye for now.